presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Okay, great.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Bears, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And what I saw in film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Crack on lead. 18 rattle.
To throw on 3rd down. Buckley. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's got some space here. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And this is caught by Evans. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. A read option, here's Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, Bears! Chase Claypool, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Looking to throw on second down. Buckley, and he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. The Texans at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Okay, I'll admit it. I'm a little surprised by that call. 2nd and inches. It did what it was intended, but it felt like it was a free play waiting to happen. I thought they might take a shot.
First and 10, it's Pierce. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Pierce will try to pick it up, and I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Ready! Cowboy 80!
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off, and the Bears will get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On play action, Fields. And his throw is incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder, because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise or too fine instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 33. Fields throwing again. There's Mooney with another catch. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Got a man, that's Lazard. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Montgomery, oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Fields, open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0.
Bears 14, Texans nothing.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurry!
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. Down to about the 45.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. Touchdown, Texans! Robert Tunyon, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans are back within a score. Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. And that one makes it 14-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 75 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready?
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Operating from the gun, Buckley. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off play action, Fields. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
On first down, Buckley to Pierce. They set up the screen. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Buckley. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Blankenship's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. From the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Montgomery on the counter. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's Fields. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown! Mike Evans with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Texans 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 34.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Pierce now up the middle. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
18, Pioneer! Trap 60, trap 60!
To throw on 2nd down. Buckley, and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Kenneth Murray in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1, and, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Robert Tonyan with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Now it's Fields. Out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Christian Harris just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Come on, come on. Hey. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's Pierce on the counter. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 83 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And this is going to be incomplete. Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And that's going to tie things up now at 28. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This one fielded at the 5. We have played 3 quarters. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Petrie picking up the sack on a safety blitz. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. To try again after the sack. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st down, it's Fields. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Fields on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Throwing again is Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. Play action. It's Fields. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Operating from the gun, Buckley. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. And when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
On third down, Buckley to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Rodrigo Blankenship with an important one. This for the lead in the final stages. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Fields. Able to find Komet. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. All eyes on Fields. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to throw. Fields. He's got Claypool. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Montgomery. And able to spike it with time remaining. And they'll have a shot at a long field goal now that could win this game. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This will be from 53 for the win. This looks good. It is good. He hits it from 53 yards out. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bears, they improved their mark to 12-4 with 1 game to go.